Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about Dogecoin and picking up where we left off in the previous Dogecoin video. Now, I apologize that I have not been uploading as many Dogecoin videos recently, and this is just due to the fact that there's a lot going on with crypto, and I'm kind of just letting things kind of having a little bit more time for some of these cryptocurrencies just to give myself something to talk about more. But in the case of Dogecoin right now, Dogecoin's been very consistent going sideways, and it's also within this wedge pattern, which we'll look at that at a more smaller chart here in a little bit, but it's worth pulling back a bit here and instead looking at what we're currently going through here with Dogecoin, because originally I was saying that from the point from mid-June where we had the 52-week low with Dogecoin, that I was saying that was the beginning of the wave one, and then the wave one had completed back in the middle of August, but obviously, that's not the case. We're now calling that part of an A wave, and then we went down on a B wave. And then we're saying that this run that we had was part of a C wave because, of course, Dogecoin had recently fallen down below what would have been our wave one. And it can't do that if that was to be a wave four to the downside, and then it was to go up within a wave five. So we had to kind of just erase things. And instead, when we start to do the technicals here in the future and look at the price movements, we're going to be most likely just calling all this part of the wave one, and then wherever we're coming down to is going to be the wave two, in hope that we would have a magnificent wave three that would, of course, break out much higher than our wave one. So there's a lot of things that had to really change here due to all that drama with FTX. We had to really give up a lot of hope that we had for an even bigger breakout with Dogecoin after we were seeing all these amazing price movements and where Dogecoin really rallied up there. And then instead the FTX situation that sent crypto just being completely bearish so fast and such a large sell-off. But in the case of Dogecoin, doing much better than many other cryptocurrencies. I mean, if we were to look at Dogecoin's price right now, and we were to look at where Dogecoin was just at the end of October, I'm sorry. If we were to look at Dogecoin back in the end of October, so just a matter of 3 weeks ago, Dogecoin was still lower than where it's at right now. So in that comparison, Dogecoin's doing great. It's doing much better than Bitcoin and even Ethereum in that case. But if we were looking at where Dogecoin had quickly rallied up within this short period of time, I mean, Dogecoin went from a price that was around 5-6 cents and quickly rallied up to a price that was almost was around 17 cents. So that was a magnificent price movement that it did. And now we're seeing all this pullback that had happened. And more so this pullback is due to the FTX situation. So what we got is this a sideways trading going on right now. And there's a good possibility that at some point within this wedge pattern, which I'm calling a possible rising wedge, which would be in that case a bearish pattern, that there could be the price of Dogecoin falling through that trend line and then coming down one more time into a possible wave five to the downside. So we're looking at that high price that we had within what would be this larger impulse here within this wave C. We're saying that this price that it had come down within the wave one, went up in a wave two, came down on wave three, went up in a wave four, and then possibly coming down within the wave five, because nothing's telling us any different. Nothing's saying that that's not the case. Nothing's saying that that's not the pattern that we're in, and nothing's saying that there's for sure another price move to the downside. So it's kind of all up in the air, and so it's just all about using that judgment. So first, now let's look at the moving averages here. So for Dogecoin right now, the nice thing too with Dogecoin is that it is sitting between that 50 and that 200-day moving average. We have a 100-day moving average that's actually lower. The 50-day moving average had crisscrossed that a little bit ago. And so we have the 50-day moving average above the 100-day moving average, and we have that 50 and 200-day moving average kind of just trending along there right now. So we're holding support at the 50-day moving average, and we're having resistance at the 200-day moving average. And so if we were to break that 200-day moving average and find support above it, we'll see a much larger price movement to the upside. But at the same time, we have our 20-day moving average that is working its way down. And due to that, that might help send the price of Dogecoin down lower as it creates a little bit more pressure within the possibility of a sell-off. So with this, let's hope that we might see it come down on a wave 5, but if it does, it's not going to be too drastic. Hopefully it won't be a very large sell-off and then after it would complete the wave 5. Let's hope for the possibility that we're going to see it turn around within bullish price movements to the upside. If we're to say that this was all a wave 1 and we're coming down in a wave 2, then in that case, then if we were to see this this have a little bit of a rally to the upside, maybe we'll see that wave 3 in that case send it way higher, of course, than where we're at within all these price movements. So we got to take some sort of silver lining here is what I'm getting at, because we can't really do nothing about this moment because of the FTX situation, how that just completely crashed crypto, and it definitely sent the price of Dogecoin down. But still, Dogecoin doing much better than many of the other cryptocurrencies. Now I'm going to turn these moving averages off. Let's look at Dogecoin here on the hourly chart and get a good understanding of what we're looking at here. So I was showing how we're within this wedge pattern here, and this extra consolidation that we have right here, this is what I'm concerned about at this moment, because the momentum that we were having, that momentum could be given out. And that's where I'm fearful that we're going to be seeing it fall out of this trend line and then coming down if it can't make a move to that upside. So that's something that I'm thinking about. Now let's look at the Fibonacci levels here and use our Fibonacci retracement. And let's look at this price movement down here that we're seeing within the possible wave 3, or, it could be that completion of the whole price movement here. So, oops, here we go. So let's look at this. So let's just take this and make sure I get it right on the right spot and look at this, how this is all playing out right now at the moment. So if we were to look at this being that within the wave 1 that we had, that was 50% of the price movement and went up to that 236 Fibonacci level, then came down within that wave 3. That wave 4 had gone above that 786 Fibonacci level so far, if this is the wave 4, of course. And so we have to predict where that wave 5 could be going. And the easiest way to do that would be to first make the adjustments to the graph here, and then take the Fibonacci retracement tool down to that wave 4. And what we need to be looking at is the possibility of the price coming down at least one Fibonacci level lower than the wave 3. So if I'm saying that it could come down to that 382 Fibonacci level, well, then that would put it at around the price of 6 cents, which is something that could easily happen. So we might be seeing it come somewhere within this range of this Fibonacci level, maybe a little bit lower, but I think 6 cents would be a possible price that it could be coming down to. And still, in that case, 6 cents is not as bad as it could be, because it could be going down below that 52-week low, which of course is still a possibility. But I'm hoping within these price movements that the wave 5 is going to be shorter than the wave 1, which the wave 1 went all the way down to the 50% Fibonacci level. And in that case, we would be seeing it come down to around the price of 5 cents. So I'm hoping 6 cents is going to be that magic number, and we don't see Dogecoin coming down, or even coming down to a new 52-week low. Crossing my fingers here, hoping that there's still some people that are going to hold on to their Dogecoin and not go in for a quick sell-off. So anyways, that's the current price update with Dogecoin that I have right now. Hopefully we get a little bit of news update about what the crypto market is doing. It's really not doing much right now at all. So cross my fingers that at some point here, we're going to see things turn around. And I also want to say sorry to anybody that has been affected with everything that's been going on with FTX. And I want to make it clear that I am no longer holding any cryptocurrencies in any exchanges anymore. I'm taking all my crypto off exchanges. I'm using Ledger, and I also have a affiliate link, which is an affiliate link letting you know up front. It is in my description, and you guys, if that's something that you guys are interested in, worth checking out. And you don't even have to use my affiliate link. I'm just letting you know that it's there. But anyways, that's the current update with Dogecoin. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about this. Do you think it's coming down for one more leg down, or do you think that that was it, that there's going to be upwards price movements to come? I'd like to know. So that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. Talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum every single day and many other altcoins as well. And I'm trying to talk more about Dogecoin. Hopefully we get some price movement. See you in the next one.